Oh shit, hey, what's up? What's happening? Forgot the camera was going or was about to start going. What up? Back again. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy fucking Saturday. Almost afternoon, happy Saturday. Snowy Saturday here in St. Louis. Don't know what the weather like where y'all at, but we got a little winter storm. And guess what? That's okay with me. Because I want to keep my ass in the house anyway. So I got all my grocery shopping and bills paid for and all this stuff. Got that done early. So I'm chilling. Everything is done. So whatever I have left is mine. And whatever I want to buy, that's, because I want it and I can afford it, not because I need it. All my necessities are taken care of at the moment, yes. But yeah. People crying over food stamps. But before, go ahead and jump into the people crying over whole food stamps ordeal, let's just get this straight. Nobody's making fun of anybody who's on government assistance. We all know people need help sometimes. We know that. But to the ones who are abusing it and think they just getting away with it, and then now they are crying because they got hit with the fuck around and find out. Ha ha ha. I don't feel bad for it. I don't feel bad for them motherfuckers at all. So yeah, hold on. Mouth a little dry. Let me tell y'all something though. Calypso lemonade, some really good shit. Just letting y'all know. Calypso lemonade, get at your boy. But some real good shit. That Island Wave is my favorite. But before I go ahead and get into this whole EBT food stamp thing, I'm trying to see which one am I gonna fire up while I'm doing this. I went to the dispensary, got some new shit, y'all. So this is, I guess you could say this is a kind of like a marijuana review too. Because I went and got 2 pre-roll blunts. And like, fuck, I don't know which one to try. Don't know which one to try. You got the 1 gram hash infused. Then you got the moon rock with the THC diamonds and live resin sauce. So it's like, don't know which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Guess we all go ahead and go with this. We gonna go ahead and fire up this, let's say, baby, moon rock, baby. Ooh, and this strain is wedding cake. That's some good shit, yo. That is some good shit. So we about to fire up the Bambino moon rock. 1 gram, baby. 1 gram. We about to go ahead and do this. Ooh, we about to get fried. You know how they extra seal it up. But man, it smells pretty fucking strong. I will tell you that. Like, come on. Open that up. Ooh. Looking like some good shit. Okay. They packed the hell out of this. We gonna do both of them. Damn. They packed the shit out of this, y'all. This, ooh-wee. So yeah, we about to go ahead and we about to fire this up. We about to get into this, y'all. They packed the shit out of this. This is made by Bambino Blunts. Bambino Moon Rock Blunts, baby. So yeah. I think it was gonna be like this. Damn, glass filter. So we about to go ahead and fire this up. And we about to talk about this shit, yo. Mm. 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 Man, I probably about to be on this shit. Probably about to put me on my ass. Yeah, buddy. Holy shit. This shit right here. Holy shit, yo. Woo! Yes. I gotta take another sip before I, hit this motherfucker again. I wasn't expecting that. Like, damn. Oh, man. But anyway, people crying about EBT. Let's say this. What you gonna do? What would you be doing if they never gave it to you? What up, what up, what up? The epic stuff 247 is happening. What would you be doing if they never gave it to you? Then if they never gave it to you, then guess what? You wouldn't be online complaining about it. Like, for real. You wouldn't be online complaining about it if they never gave it to you in the first place. If they never gave it to you, you would be more dependent upon yourself. Like, for real. You would be more dependent upon yourself if they never gave it to you. If we never had government handouts, what would you be doing? Think about that. If we never had government handouts, if they never gave you EBT, food stamps, none of that shit, Section 8, what would you be doing? You would be dependent on yourself. For real, you would be dependent on yourself. So, all this crying about food stamps and shit, what? Cry because you're losing it. If you're not elderly, if you're not disabled, if you're not a veteran, if you're not mentally ill, crying about losing your food stamps, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Because a lot of y'all have been on food stamps for so damn long, you have forgotten what it's like to take care of yourself. Like, for real. And that shit is, and then y'all get mad, oh, this administration and Trump is doing this. Guess what? Obama and Hillary Clinton wanted to do the same shit. They just didn't know how to do it. And the words they was using, they knew y'all wasn't going to be able to figure shit out. Think about that. They knew y'all wasn't going to be able to figure that shit out the way they wanted the way they were saying it. Obama said, I believe Obama said, we're going to have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, and times are going to get hard. What the fuck do you think he was talking about? They wanted to take away that shit. But see, and I said this before, I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a liberal. I just see past the motherfucking bullshit. And Obama wanted to take away this shit too. Or Hillary Clinton wanted to do away with these programs too. Or they wanted to make shit tighter, but they just didn't know how to do it. You see, it was just, they was using their fucking words differently. That's all that shit was. They was using their words differently. And then let me ask you this, like, why for people that's crying about it and crying about our government, why the fuck y'all want something from a government y'all say y'all don't like? Make this shit make sense. And some really good shit. I'm not down at anybody who is on that shit, because we all need help sometimes. I believe that if you have to get on government assistance, use that shit as a stepping stone to get to the next level, and so you won't have to be on government assistance. I don't see nothing wrong with people being on government assistance. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when people try to make it a lifetime fucking thing, instead of using that time to get to the next fucking level, so you won't have to be on that shit. Because the ones who are out here trying to make government assistance a lifetime fucking thing, they actually make it hard for the people who actually need that shit. Like the elderly, like our fucking veterans, like our disabled people, like the mentally ill, the ones who can't physically work. The ones who are able-bodied, they make it hard for everybody else who actually need that shit. So people are getting mad, but y'all not thinking about all of that. Y'all are not thinking about, like, it's a lot of people who actually abusing the fuck out of it. We know this, like, that's just common sense. That's common sense, like, shit. If you think everybody who is on government assistance or actually doing the right thing with it or actually just need to be on it, you're fucking crazy. Because I know people that shit that's able to get they motherfucking asses up and go make something happen. But they playing the fucking system. Like, and now it's time for people to fuck around and find out. Because, man, look, if you're able to buy things that are not a necessity, then you should be able to afford things that are a necessity. Like, if you're on government assistance, then guess what? Put it like this. If you're able to buy shit like you got iPhones, Jordans, and shit, like all that shit, you should be able to put food in your refrigerator. Like, I give you an example. Like, if I'm able to buy this little chain I got, get these little earrings I got, guess what? I better damn sure make sure I'm able to put food in my refrigerator, pay my fucking bills, and, you know, so I don't have to be on government assistance. And don't get me wrong, this ain't nothing but a little, you know, little white gold 5mm rope chain. You know, these are real diamonds, by the way, though. But still, this ain't nothing spectacular, all that shit. But before I even bought any of this shit, guess what? Made sure my bills paid and I got food in my refrigerator, you know, and I don't have to wait on the government to give me shit. So for the people that's able-bodied that you're complaining, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all because guess what? I used to be on food stamps. I've had to get food stamps before. But at that same time, shit, I did what the fuck I had to do to make sure I never had to get them again. For real. Like, for real. So people that think, you know, that I'm up here just talking shit about people on food stamps. No, I've had to get food stamps before. But I made sure I did what the fuck I had to do to not have to get them shits again. Because, you know, I don't want to have to depend on the government. You know, it's not even about just saying like, oh, I don't want food stamps. It feels better to be able to depend on yourself. That's for real. It feels better. You know, it feels better to be able to depend on yourself. Like, I used to be on food stamps, so I know what it's like. I know what it's like. It just feels better to not have to be on them, because if you're able to make that happen, then make it happen. If you need help, if you need to be on food stamps, use that time that you're on them to do something with your money so you can make sure you don't have to be on them. And I know it all depends on where you live and all that other shit, because the cost of living is different in each state and all that shit. Because, damn, some good shit. But like I was saying, like, yeah, I know the cost of living is different in each state and all that good stuff. But so, with that being said, like, shit, if you got to be on food stamps, you know how expensive it is to live wherever the fuck you are. You know the things that are a necessity, and you know the things that are shit you just want. Just like people getting mad about, oh, you can't buy snacks with your food stamps anymore. People get mad about that shit. Snacks isn't a necessity. Snacks is something that, you know, that you like. That's some shit that you want. That's not a necessity. I don't care what nobody says. Snacks are not a necessity. Long as you got food, long as you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, those are your necessities right there. Snacks, that's more like a, you know, that's It's more like a privilege. Being honest with you, like people might get mad when I say that shit, but it's the fucking truth. Just think about it as rich people have access to shit that us average people don't, right? Okay. So, and that's a privilege, you know, they get to enjoy because they got the money to do the shit. We don't. So think about that shit. Think about it. Nobody's saying that, you know, you shouldn't be able to get snacks, but if you're going to use government assistance, you can't get mad at them telling you what you can spend it on. You know, for real. You can't get mad at them telling you what you could spend it on if you go get it from them. Like for real, you know what they say? Y'all know the motherfucking saying, beggars can't be choosy. That's just for real. If you looking for that handout from the government, you cannot be mad at the limitations that they put on it. People need to understand that shit. For real. That's like when you give your kid get their first, get their driver's license. And you let them drive your car. There's limits on how long they can be out with your shit, where they can go and all that stuff, because it's your car, right? You the one giving it to them. Same thing with food stamps. Food stamps are not yours. That shit is the government's. And if they give something, and if they giving it to you, yeah, they're going to have stipulations on what you can do with the shit. It's all common sense, for real. That's why I don't get mad at whatever the fuck the government does. Because I don't depend on the government. I depend on the government to be who they are. I don't depend on them to do anything for me. I know the government is going to govern shit however they see fit. And guess what? I ain't got no problem with that. You know why? Because no matter, what they do, people gonna like it. People gonna hate it. And at the same time, you still have to go by the fucking rules. Get your ass up. Go by the motherfucking rules. Pay your bills. You still got to feed yourself and all that. So, why get mad when they tell you you can't buy snacks with your motherfucking food stamps? Or why get mad when they tell you, you know what? If you've been on Section 8 for this many years and all that other shit, that shit is coming to an end. If you're just now getting on it, you got 2 years. I think 2 years of the government paying the majority of your motherfucking rent, that is more than enough time for you to get on your feet. For real. And if you don't see that, I don't get it, man. And people try to, make all these excuses. If you're on Section 8, I'm saying it like this. If you own Section 8 and you got a full-time job, but you still qualify for Section 8, I don't want to hear shit, because the government is paying the majority of your rent. And I don't want to hear like, oh, I got all these fucking kids. Nobody told you motherfuckers to keep having kids. And then nobody told you motherfuckers to keep having kids with these bum ass niggas. I'm just being for real. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to bash women, but for real, look at it. You're trying to sit there and talk about all this other shit. Talk about all this other shit, but the reason you're on government assistance is probably 9 times out of 10 is from the decisions you made. You decided to have a bunch of kids, and then guess what? When you got mad at your baby daddy, you know what? I'm finna put you on child support. I'm finna file for welfare, this and that, and put you on child. Well, that shit is done for now. So you can't get mad. That shit is done. That shit is done. That shit is done. It's done, I'm telling you. Like, so women get mad and all that other shit. Get mad at the decisions you made. Get mad because you had babies by them bum-ass deadbeat dudes. Get mad at yourself for doing that. Don't get mad because they cutting off your goddamn food stamps. Get mad because you the one who made the decision to keep having kids by some stupid ass nigga or dumb ass niggas in general. Like, for real. Get mad at that shit. That's what y'all need to get mad at. Like, I'm in the house with my kids. I've been on food stamps. Not on them anymore because of better decisions that I made. Like, for real. You know what they say? Well, older men used to always tell me, a smart person learns from their mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. And when I understood that, I was like, okay. Meaning, like, I learned from my mistakes, but depending on what I'm doing, I also learned from the mistakes that other people made before me doing the same shit. So I know already what not to do. Because I learned from other people's mistakes. I learned from my mistakes, but I also learned from other people's mistakes. So when it comes to people crying about motherfucking being on food stamps, to all the women who got all these damn kids and all this other shit, if you didn't learn from your mistake the first time, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hey, but I will say this though, real quick. These pre-roll blunts, this one by Bambino, this is pretty fucking good. I will say that. So, when it comes to the whole food stamp, EBT thing, all this shit, don't get mad for them taking away something that never belonged to you in the first fucking place. That was never yours in the first place. That was never meant for you to live off of for your whole life. Like I say, if you're not elderly, if you're not a veteran, if you're not disabled, if you're not mentally ill, you should not make it a priority to be on EBT or food stamps your whole life. I don't care how harsh that might sound, but it's the truth. And people are probably going to say, I sound fucked up for saying that, but oh well, man. Oh fucking well. It's the truth. It's time that people take responsibility for their shit. It's the only way your life go change for the better for you. Take responsibility for your shit, accountability, and make better decisions. People want shit in their life to change, but, you know, like people want to, you know, you got to have goals and shit. And people have dreams of being rich, doing all this, but it's not, they don't change nothing that they doing to get there. You get what I'm saying? You know, shit, people want to change the world, but they don't change themselves. You get what I'm saying? So ain't nothing gonna change for you until you know, change yourself. So I don't feel bad if you've been one of those motherfuckers who've been abusing the shit out of food stamps. I don't feel bad for you at all. That just mean it's time to see what the fuck you made of, basically. But until then, I'm out of here. I'll let your boy.